In the second of our reasons to invest in LookyLOO, we're looking at the two massive changes in our move consideration around politics and the environment, both which not too long ago weren't really major considerations. We moved where the jobs were. Um, we moved where housing costs might be lower, and it feels like politics and the environment are have just exploded as characteristics in the things that we consider, and the data is alarming or amazing depending on your point of view. Nearly 40% of people now say that politics of where they live or where they're moving are the or a major factor in in the reason that they make the decision. Progressives, want to live in cities with progressives, and conservatives want to live in cities with conservatives. Of course, was not this extreme, in in olden times, and it's just a factor now, and it just creates increasing complexity as people look to save money on housing or look to go to a different climate, in terms of weather. This factor of politics is just rising steadily as something that people care about, and it's something that's important for LookyLOO, to offer some intelligence on when people are looking. And the other one, even bigger, now, is the environment. There was a Zillow survey in 2023 that showed that 80% of people now are taking into consideration, the impacts of climate on where they move. And that was before, this year with the two hurricanes in Florida, and undoubtedly that number has grown even more. So you're talking about tens of millions of people every year and hundreds of millions over the next 5 to 10 years who are going to connect those two characteristics, politics and the environment, in the characteristics they take into consideration, just raising the stakes for great information and great context and reviews from locals, all of which LookyLOO provides in helping people narrow their choices and ultimately make a decision. And that's why we exist, to provide information that people need in order to make good decisions about where they're going to move. And the complexity and the need for these communities isn't slowing. In fact, that's the point of this, is that it's growing. It's not just jobs, it's not just housing costs, it's not just weather. It's now all these additional factors like politics and climate that are making the need that much more intense. And it's why we're already serving hundreds of thousands of people, and why we'll be serving millions of people in the future. And it's why we think that LookyLOO is a great investment opportunity, because each of these people represent an opportunity for us to both serve them, but also serve the people who can serve who have services available to them, whether that's a city or a region, or it's realtors and mortgage brokers and moving companies and retailers, all of it. That's who we serve. And so if you've already invested, wonderful. Thank you for participating. Be glad to have you back. Our round closes at the end of next week. So if you haven't invested and you're thinking about it, certainly visit the LookyLOO page on WeFunder. The link will be in the article that I'm sharing. And of course, if you have any questions, send them in through the WeFunder page. And thank you for listening.